we're diving right into the single type cup, which I think has been my favorite cup so far. We're using Greediant, Toad, and Ninetales. I think it's a little bit of a spicy team. So we're going to see how we do. I've been doing quite well with this team. So we're going to see how these battles go. If I can try to get 5-0. So starting off with Greediant versus Granbull. I actually like this matchup because I can spam body slams as much as I can. So Granbull is using Charm and it's a Shadow, which is doing so much damage to Greediant, but I am able to get a body slam. If this hits, it's going to do a lot of damage because it is a Shadow Granbull. And I get a shield, which is okay. I'll take it. Here comes another body slam. Are they going to shield? Are they going to let this go? Let's see here. They decide to let it go. Okay, so look how much damage that does. So they are going to take out my Greediant. I am going to come in here with Ninetales because I resist all those charm moves. And I decide to shield because even though it's just be a crunch or close combat, I am going, and it's going to be a close comeback. So I am going to shield that one. They come in with a, let's see here. What are they going to come in with versus my Ninetales? I did these battles a while ago. Fighting. So it's going to come in with a Machamp. And Machamp does have Rock Slide. So I know it's a cross chop. I'm like, there's no way you got Rock Slide that quick. But I'm an idiot. So I'm going to shield. And of course, it's a cross chop. Come on, Phyllis. I should have shielded. I should have let that go. I do get 2 Weather Balls. So if they do decide to shield this one, another Weather Ball is going to come at you, Machamp. So you better be ready. Here comes another one. Let's see if they decide. Well, actually, I think all shields are down for them. So this is going to hit, and this is going to take out that Machamp, and that exactly does that. Now they have a Muck. So I'm over here trying to get to that overheat. I'm like, can I get to it? Come on, Ninetales. And we get it. Oh, Ninetales, it's just a beauty. Does this take out the Muck? No, with 1 HP, but Politoed can just lick it down and we're good to go. So that was a good battle right there. Going into the next game, we have Greediant versus Lurantis. I didn't see Lurantis a lot in this cup. I did use Lurantis a few times, and this is not a great matchup because Lurantis has superpower and can get it very quickly. So I'm going to try my best to get as many body slams as I can. I'm already at 2, so I'm going to hit now with 1 body slam. This is not going to do a lot of damage to Lurantis because body slam is not that much of a big move, but it chunked a little bit of your life. Now, a superpower is going to come through. Greediant is a tanky little squirrel, chipmunk, whatever this rodent thingy is. So cute. It can tank a superpower. So we're able to get a body slam. Now, if they don't shield, this is going to do a lot of damage because of that debuff they got from using a superpower. So they do decide to shield, and they do decide to swap out 2 Vigoroth. I freaking hate Vigoroth, and I let them farm down, which was my bad. I should have just came immediately with my next Pokemon, which is going to be, I believe I come in with Ninetales? No, Politoed. I come in with Politoed, and I'm going to try to get an Earthquake, but of course Vigoroth, because he farmed down Greediant, has a lot of energy. This is going to be Body Slam, and then a Body Slam, and then a Body Slam, because that's what happens when you give Vigoroth the time to farm you down. It just loads on energy. So I am going to shield this body slam because I don't think it'll take me out, but with the fast moves, it's going to take me out. So I'm going to try really hard to get to an Earthquake before Vigoroth and his annoying butt gets to another body slam. I am able to get to this Earthquake, and let's see if they decide to shield. They do not, and it doesn't KO, but Weather Ball will. So they decide to stop tapping. I'm not sure if they thought they were dead, or that was a strategic part on their end. But either way, I am tapping on Ninetales because I'm pretty sure that Lurantis is going to come back in, and Ninetales, I want to get as much energy on her as possible. They go to Lurantis, then they go to Umbreon. Usually I see Umbreon on the lead. This is the first time I'm not seeing it on the lead and a lot of the matches when I see an Umbreon, it's on the lead. So I am not going to shield this foul play because I know Ninetales can take it. It does some damage. And I'm going to try to go for an overheat, but Umbreon, one of my favorite Pokemons, is very tanky. So this is not going to do as much as I would like it to. But I'm going to hit it with an weather ball because maybe they thought, oh, it's 2 overheats. I have to shield this one. And no, they don't shield it. So now Umbreon can get a foul play. And I decide to shield this one, I believe. Yep, shield the foul play and come in. I'm going to try really hard to get to, they get a foul play in, but I'm going to try really hard to click, I believe, on my Politoed. So they get a foul play in. Not going to get rid of my Ninetales yet. I am switching to Politoed, trying to get a Weather Ball in. I don't think I would have been able to make an Earthquake because Lurantis with the Furry Cutter does get their moves really quickly. But I get a shield, which is awesome. Okay, we're good. So I am able to get another Weather Ball in. So this is great. All I need to do is either fast move or get a Weather Ball in on my Ninetales. And I have a Weather Ball banked on my Ninetales. So I hit it. And I'm able to take rid of this Lurantis. But of course, Umbreon is still in the back. So we have to fast move this Umbreon down because I will not be able to get to a Weather Ball before they get to foul play. Take your time, Ninetales. Take your time. Okay. Get rid of the Lurantis. Can I fast move Umbreon down? I can. Good game. That was a really good game. That was one of those games where I was clenching my everything to make sure I was going to win. Now we have Greediant on the lead here with Umbreon. Yeah, this is more of the matchup I see very often in this league with Single Cup. There's a lot of Umbreons on the lead. So what I like to do with this matchup is I like to lose, but still have Umbreon with some life so I can come in with Ninetales and get as much energy as possible. So I am okay with losing this matchup. So this is going to be a slow matchup. It's Umbreon, a tanky, versus Greediant, a tanky. So this is going to be a little bit slow. But bear with me here. Going to get a foul play in. Going to hit Greediant. I am not blocking any of these moves. I save my blocks for Ninetales and Politoed if I can. So going to hit them with another Body Slam. Not doing a lot of damage. But we're kind of right now the same life right now. Umbreon's actually less. They're in yellow. I'm still in green. This foul play is going to get me in the green. But Greediant holds its own against a tanky Umbreon. And now I'm in red, so I got to get these body slams in. So hit them with the body slam. Usually they don't block because they know this is not going to get rid of the Umbreon. But this person decides to block. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to let Greediant go and bring in my Ninetales to do what Ninetales does. So foul play is going to come in. It's going to KO the Greediant, and I have my Ninetales trying to get as much energy, and of course a Vigoroth comes in, my least favorite Pokemon in any league. It could be a Bulldoze. I let it go because I think, no, it's way too quick to be a Bulldoze. It's just a Body Slam. You're not going to get me. And it is just a Body Slam. So this is great. So I'm going to hit them with the Overheat. Hopefully what I want from this is, of course, they do not shield. And this will do a lot of damage. It might actually take out the Vigoroth. And it does take out the Vigoroth. So I'm very quickly trying to tap on Politoed because the attack drop on Ninetales, I need that to get rid of that. So I'm coming in with Politoed and a Cofagris comes in. And do I decide to block this one? I think I do. Yes, I decided to block it's just going to be a Psychic. I was worried about the Shadow Ball, though. So I'm trying to get an Earthquake in there, and I do. This is going to do a lot of damage to that Cofagris. A lot of damage. So I'm hoping they do not block, and they don't block. Look at that damage. Look how much damage it is. So I'm going to get into a Weather Ball. At this point right now, Ninetales, I'm ready for her to clean this game up for me and win it. They decide to block. Perfect. Because now actually they decide to bring an Umbreon. So I'm not going to block this because I know Politoed can survive a foul play. I'm hoping it's a foul play and not anything else. And it's a foul play. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to try my very best to get into an Earthquake because that does a lot of damage to Umbreon. And Umbreon is way too tanky and I need it to be a little bit lower for Ninetales to clean this up. Perfect. So that gets rid of the Umbreon. I bring back the Ninetales. Cofagris is back in, and they decide to quit the game and surrender. But good game to them. Next game here, we have, of course, my Greediant on the lead versus Dragonair. Dragonair is a toughie for me, I feel like. With the fast move of Dragon Breath, it is so darn quick. But we're going to see if I can try my best. I don't know if this is the matchup where I make a big mistake, but it might be. So I get it a Body Slam before they get a move on the Dragonair. So here's a Body Slam. It does some pretty good damage against a Dragonair. Dragonair isn't super tanky. I get another Body Slam in. They are getting a lot of energy though, so I know they have a few Body Slams under them as well. They decide to block, which I thought, this is great because Greediant is not blocking anything. You are going down. Sorry, buddy, but I don't block for you. They decide to hit me with a Body Slam and does not get rid of Greediant, and they hit me again. Perfect. Dump all your energy on Greediant. I'm going to come in with, I believe I come in actually with Politoed because I know Dragonair has Aqua Tail and I don't want to shield too much. So I'm coming in with Politoed and I'm getting a Weather Ball. I know this is not going to KO the Dragonair, but I want them to hit me with the Body Slam and then me gain energy. So I decide to, do I block this one? No, I don't think I block this one. No. Okay, good. I forget. I don't block this one, and I believe I tried to farm down, but they bring in a Registeel. I'm like, okay, Earthquake you. This is what's going to happen before you Zap Cannon me and lower my attack. So I am Earthquaking them. It lands, does not get rid of the Registeel though first. Unfortunately, I get a Weather Ball. Hopefully this gets rid of the Registeel. The Registeel is very tanky, and this is just a low energy Weather Ball. And it does not. It's surviving with, you can barely see that HP. Come on, Registeel. So I decide to let it go because Ninetales can hopefully farm you down. And perfect. I do. So I have 2 shields against a 1 shield and 2 Pokemons. We don't know what the last Pokemon is. And it's a Vigoroth, my least favorite Pokemon again. Yes, this is a battle where I make a big mistake. I know this is the Body Slam, and I know Bulldoze is going to be the harder hitting move. So I decide to not block. So now I'm in yellow, right? At this point, you would think I would block, but I'm going to hit them first with a Weather Ball, trying to get that last shield, and they decide to let it go and hit them with another Weather Ball, hopefully to get that shield. Let's see if they decide to shield, and they decide to shield. Perfect. Okay, so this is bad. Look how much he is farming me down. I try to hit the Weather Ball and it doesn't register and I go down. That was my game to win and I lost it. So I don't know. That was my bad. It's okay. Good game. Greediant now on Clefable with Fairy Wind. So it's definitely going to get its move a lot faster. And they are going to hit me. That was really quick. So I know this is definitely a Meteor Mash, and Greediant, tanky little squirrel or chipmunk, whatever it is, can tank it. Perfect. I mean, look, that does a lot of damage. Here comes the Vigoroth. And what I've learned with Vigoroth is don't immediately go to another Pokemon if it's not a hard-hitting counter to Vigoroth, like a fighting. So I'm going to do as much damage as I can and then swap to my Ninetales. Or I think I actually come in maybe with Politoed. So I can get another Body Slam in. Oh, Greediant, you're so tanky. I love you so much. You're the cutest little Pokemon. You're able to get a Body Slam in on Vigoroth. We got a shield already. Can we get another shield? No. But now Vigoroth is in red, which is perfect. I come in with Politoed because I want Ninetales to face against that Fairy, because I will resist a lot of its moves, and Politoed can only resist Meteor Mash well. So I try to get a Weather Ball, but of course Vigoroth decides to be annoying and keeps hitting me with Body Slams. I decide to shield because last game I'm like, look, you saved all your shields for the last game. Here it is. Do something with it. So I hit them with the Weather Ball on Vigoroth and I take it out, which is perfect. They're going to come in with, what do they come in with? An Umbreon. So odd. I usually see Umbreons on the lead. So Not expecting to see an Umbreon. I am able to get to an Earthquake. Umbreon is so tanky, and so I need to get rid of it. So, of course, I'm going to Earthquake it because there's no point of even trying to bait with a Weather Ball. They're not going to shield the first Earthquake because Umbreon is so tanky. I think I could win this with Ninetales. So I decide to not shield. I don't go down and I switch immediately to my Ninetales. Umbreon has a foul play ready. I don't block because I know Ninetales can handle this. And perfect. So I'm trying really hard to get to a overheat. But Umbreon can get another foul play in. So I decide to let this go. I can tank it. We're good. And I'm able to hit, and I go for a Weather Ball here. I guess I don't want to lower my attack. Does not get rid of that Umbreon because it's so tanky, but I can hit them with the other Weather Ball. So that's a good thing. If I do lower my attack, I can switch to Politoed because that is still alive. I'm trying to use that as a swap. So they decide to block. So I'm like, okay, you're blocking, I'm blocking. Let's play the block game. We're all blocking here. They get a foul play in, and I'm trying so hard to fast move, but I'm like, oh, they're going to get a foul play in. I think I need to switch. They switch immediately as well to their Clefable. I switch my Politoed. I am able to get a Weather Ball in, and now I'm thinking this might be good because I think Clefable's energy dry. So let's get this overheat in to take it out. I get to the overheat before they're able to get to a Meteor Match, which is fantastic. And I'm able to get the overheat and hit the Clefable. And now I just have to worry about that Umbreon. And actually don't, because I didn't fast move it down. So 4 out of 5, should have been 5 out of 5, but I went 12-0 with this team. And then I only lost 1. So Single Cup has been doing very well for me. Going higher in ratings and trying to get to the next level here. Not a bad. I like Single Cup. I don't see Swampert. I don't see Metachamps. I don't see Noctowls because I hate them all. So it's still nice to not see them in this cup. So Greediant, Ninetales, and Politoed I think are great in this cup.